What's up everyone, Dr. Bo, and if your kids are working from home at a computer, stay tuned because this video is for you. Alright, so before you lose your ever-living mind dealing with your kids at home, learning on a computer, on Zoom, on Canvas, on Google Classroom, trust me, I get it. I'm the same way. I've got two little kids myself. Today, I want to give you guys my best tips, my insights about how you can create a healthy, working virtual classroom for your kiddos. This comes down to three things. First, it comes down to their posture. The second thing is their position. And thirdly, what is their performance like while working at home? Now, first off, I understand that most children are going to be working from some sort of desk environment for about 4 to 6 hours a day. And I don't know about you guys, but 4 or 6 hours a day on a Zoom call literally drives me batty. So I want to give you guys a few tips. So first off, what should their position, meaning their desk posture, look like? The number one thing that we want to avoid is them sitting there on their little computers all day long, hunched up, scrolling like this, being bored, flipping upside down, right? No, what we want to do is we want to try to give them the best posture possible. That all starts with having a good supportive chair. Make sure that the chair is upright enough and provides enough lumbar support for your child. Now, if you're using a dining room chair, simply take a small towel or a small pillow and place it behind them so it forces them to sit more upright. What we don't want is them being hunched over all day like this. In addition to that, the next most important thing is actually, are they doing it on a desk monitor or are they doing it on some sort of Chromebook? The general rule of thumb is wherever your student or yourself is sitting and you're looking at your monitor, you want your eyes to be right in the middle of the screen or to the bottom 1/3 of the screen. If you're seated and your child is over like this and they're looking completely down, that is going to have them look up and down multiple times throughout the day, and your student will start to notice that they start getting headaches and tension at the back of the head and pain on their upper back and shoulders. So the first thing to do is to raise the monitor height or to prop up their Chromebook on books or stacks or boxes or whatever you want. You want it so, like I said, their eyes are level with the middle of the computer or the monitor, or it's actually elevated and they're reading the bottom third of the screen. Lastly, having to do with posture. Don't let them sit like this all day long as they flip through. First off, their teachers aren't going to love them. Second off, it's really bad posture. And third off, it is no fun to be the student who falls asleep on a Zoom call. So make sure that they're upright. All right, guys, the second thing that I want to talk to you guys about is what I call position. And what I mean about position is how long is your student sitting in front of their monitor throughout the day. Like I said prior, most students are going to school virtually for 4 to 6 hours a day. I've spoken to lots of my teachers and administrators, and the thing that I talk to them about is, please, every 20 to 30 minutes, allow your students to stand up, to move around, to stretch, to pull their shoulder blades back, and to get their eyes to look further off of the screen. When we sit in front of a computer or a Chromebook for hours on end, it actually shuts off portions of our brain. And I tell my students to please try to get up and move around a minimum of every 20 minutes. Matter of fact, there's this rule, and that has to go with what we talk about with number 3, is performance. And that is this: if you want your brain, your child's brain, to perform at the highest level, they need to be up and actively moving every 20 minutes. So here's the rule. We call it the 20-20-20 rule. For every 20 minutes of sitting on a Chromebook working, they need to get up and fully move their body for 20 seconds. So I'm talking jumping jack, high knees, burpees, push-ups, whatever you want them to do that gets them out of the seated position for at least 20 seconds and takes their eyes at least 20 feet away from the screen. Neurologically, our brains start shutting off if we sit in front of a computer screen for long periods of time. So when our eyes are being forced to look further away, it actually causes chemical changes and hormonal changes in the brain. So every 20 minutes for at least 20 seconds, looking a minimum of 20 feet away. Lastly, guys, here's what we know. We are living in some crazy, crazy times right now, and our children, unfortunately, are not being allowed to go back and learn in an in-person environment. It's weird for them, it's weird for the teachers, it's weird for us as parents. Basically, it's weird for everyone, and we're all trying to do our absolute best to help one another out. So I'm going to make the commitment to not yell and scream at my kids just like I'm sure everyone else is, but we're all trying to do our best. So guys, please remember this. Allow your student to sit in a good posture. Allow them to get up and to move their bodies at least every 20 minutes. And lastly, set them up at a workstation for success. If you guys have any questions about this virtual learning environment, please let me know. Ask below in the comments. We're here to help you. And until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.